works with the interest rate and also. So I would say generally a lot of layman people should work towards safer investments. अब उसके अंदर national bonds के अंदर we have various types of products starting from something where you can say I'm just saying $100 mark. You can get into, we have a product, I just saw the banner there, Booster 12 for the, it's a 4-year product, you can save for this. We have a 5-year saving product, as I said, that starting from 3 months to 20 years, we have various products. And there are a lot of products, that's why I agree, we have so many products, and that sometimes makes people feel it, that you get lost into that. We're trying to come up with our new website inshallah in the next couple of months, where you will see that they're categorized into different categories. So there are some regular saving products, which are perpetual products, you can save with them as long as you want to save with them. Then there are term specific products, for example, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. This is one type of product where you can go and you know upfront that my anticipated profit on this would be 4.5% or 4.65%. Then you have these products where you go like Booster. These are high yielding products, but for them, if you complete the tenor, you will get the full rewards back. Otherwise, you will get slightly lesser profit for that period. So there is a full suite. So if it's categorized that way and you understand your saving needs that way, you can actually pick whatever you want from there. So if you want to save regularly, we have a millionaire product. And this is where I thought it would not do well because slightly monthly saving is slightly higher. But the idea behind this millionaire product is that why to wait that I will get a lottery or I will get a Mazuz or a national bonds rewards program will give me this 1 million. Why not save towards that? So we have made it, if you can spare 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 from your salary, you start saving that for your 1 million. And what is happening here is whatever profit you earn on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis or a half yearly basis, it gets reinvested into your plan. And then you make your million based on how much money you are saving on a monthly. So this product is doing really, really well. A lot of people. And then you are also, by the way, exposed to all our rewards program under this. So normally once you take a term deposit, you only qualify for 1 million in car, we have 1 car every month. But if you are going for these products, you will open to all rewards program. And I think a lot of people don't know that, like, for example, we have one iPhone daily draw. So this is 365 iPhones every day we have these. So many interesting things.
iPhone 16 Pro.
16 by 16. So make sure that you have 16 available, so you can get that 16 Pro. So you can get that. So that's what. And you, by the way, I came to know later. Like all 3 of you are our customers, and I just want to highlight one more aspect of saving here. That beyond your personal savings, as you have experienced, that at a company level, we also provide solutions where you can have your employees save with us through your HR, through the company portal, and you can go and all your employees can subscribe to the company international bonds, or you can have your pension plan. So now we are, if you are familiar with DIFC use plan, so there is a pension plan for DIFC employees. We are there. On that platform, we are one of the Sharia compliant options to save into that. On top of that, Ministry of Human Resources, MORI, has recently approved National Bond as the first company, by the way, to be a leader in the pension plan for non-EF, like the whole onshore companies, LLCs and all companies. And we're expecting that this will be mandated, inshallah, pretty soon. So we are there, we are approved by STAC, we are approved by Ministry of Human Resources. So we have already gone ahead and tied up with almost 250 companies under that plan, where we are managing their pension plans for all their employees. So we have that portal available, we have that system in-house developed, it's state-of-the-art system. You can go ahead and subscribe to us through that. And inshallah, very soon we will learn from Ministry of Human Resources that how many advantages and benefits a company will get once they do that. So inshallah, a lot is happening there. And that pension, the power of pension board, inshallah, you will see us running and experimenting that for the week.
No. And the pension fund, as an entrepreneur, always was worried and am worried about gain of services in the pension plans for my team. It's a great retention tool for me as well. My employees every month आके मुझसे पूछते हैं आज हमें मिले नहीं मिला अगले महीने मिलेगा but that's not my promise, but one thing is for sure, that's a fabulous product. Again, I'm not being paid for this.
But for clapping का मतलब ये भी होगा कि खाना भूख लग रही है
We're doing good on time. I just have two more questions because हमने बड़ों की तो बात कर ली. Let's talk a bit about children, right? And honestly, well, you get to have a lot of inputs coming in from people directly. People are generally concerned. They put money aside for their kids' better education, their kids' better education, or have a fund put aside for children. What are the most common questions or the topics that you request for when it comes to saving for children? And as a two-tiered question, I really want to understand what do we have in the National Watch portfolio for children specifically, for children per se, and for parents who are saving money for children?
So, before going to this question, I always laugh out loud when I hear about portfolio from anyone. The reason is that most of us are having our net worth tied up in our homes. So that is a big issue. I mean, I purchased my house when I was coming debt, and always my care has been on mortgage. So it's a big issue. So you should understand whenever you're buying the house, whenever we are buying the house, not only in Pakistan, anywhere in the world, we try to go over and over. And that is the reason we come under debt and without anything to have disposable for saving the investment. And then by the way, when you talk to Simon, I just realized that I've lost around $12,000 just because this graduate scheme was not there since I'm here. Because if I've been here for let's say 15 years and I'm just calculating on my mind, almost 16,000 is the sum which I could have paid just if my company has been at that time. Anyways, now for children, of course, people are worried about their education, and here in UAE, things are expensive. If you want to have like good education back home, there is a challenge. People have to send their kids back, and if you want to send them abroad, it's expensive. So you have to start thinking about investing in their education from the day one. And it's no cliche to think about them as they go on. You start thinking about that. So that's what, again, if somebody is not well versed in financial education, they don't understand what ETF is, what stocks is, even real estate is not easy. It's very difficult. Back home in Pakistan, we get so many cases where the real estate either goes down or there is someone who grabs our grants. So there are so many issues. It's not passive at all. So something like National Bond is very good for someone who is not well versed in financial education, and also as part of this portfolio diversification, it's very important. I think Saqib will further tell us about the education plan that they have for kids so that they can be enrolled. If you guys can, if you're interested, then you can enroll.
Thank you. Briefly, I think we do have an education plan. All of our products actually can be tailored for your requirements and all. You can have second salary for your kids. You can have a junior millionaire plan we have, where basically you can save for your kids by the time they reach 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, they would have $1 million dirham saved for them. And it's not just that you keep saving and it will become $1 million. Basically, we have plans where the profit gets reinvested into it. They have higher returns which are allocated to that specific plan. And through that, and the rewards is they're expected to win, because more than 80% of our customers over a span of 2 years, they win something from us. So it's not like few people win, a lot of people win. And we have dedicated rewards program which is dedicated to children, dedicated to female savers with us. So these are the two categories which get double the rewards than normal savers. So this is there. And then, as I mentioned, we have a specific education plan. And then there is another product we call Global Savings Plan, which basically you can go Global Savings Scheme, where we do different tickets you can think of. Like for example, starting from 20,000 to 50,000, right up to 500,000. And so within 5 years, I want to save 100,000. So it automatically then get into this rhythm of saving. Thank you.
Great. Last question, promise. But yeah, look at it from that perspective. Long-term goal, you walk away with this treasure of knowledge. Mid-term is a surprise. There's a quiz competition and people get walk away prizes. In short, you have dinner. So let's move on to the last question, which is really important, close to my heart, and we have email and different participation in our historically, and I'd like to ask Asma, and my questions are always clear. Historically, savings is something which has been pretty much a bit of a key concept when it comes to your audience in the past. That all of the question. Saving is more accessible, more knowledgeable. From the perspective of housewives and younger professionals who are controlling money, generating income, or savings, what is your advice to them today? And a question again for you, Sakir, is, and I know Natural Bonds has done something very remarkable when it comes to having saving accessible to females and women here in the UAE. But I'd like to touch upon that too, and then we will move on to the
I don't really agree with the idea that women, when it comes to saving, they are alienated from this concept. बच्चे वे पैसे खावा के बात ही नहीं करते, honestly. So there are two more things which are very important, and they are basically qualities of women. I'm not saying they are not qualities of the other gender, but they are, I think, more disciplined and they are more consistent in whatever they do. अच्छा बुरा जो भी करते हैं बड़े consistent होते हैं. These two things are the prerequisite which can drive a saving into a habit. When it becomes a habit, it's an everyday thing. When it becomes everyday things, then you see your results and returns after so many years. So I think women, particularly, they can actually, and they do, they can drive this habit of saving and then, having growth by investing it at home, and they can cultivate this habit in the future generation, and the good things continues.
Yeah. So I'd like to answer your question in two things. First of all, as I mentioned earlier, that for women we have specific products. For women, we have the rewards program, which gives them the double rewards compared to any other. And if they're regular savers with us, it's basically they have monthly saving regular plan that multiply by 2 again. So basically, we're trying to inculcate that thing into the society and all that. Once women save and all, and I strongly agree with what Asma said, that they know how to save, and that's how the discipline comes in more efficient. That the whole process becomes more efficient. Secondly, I think we have been a pioneer to solve one of the issues we have. Like I think a lot of people would know in this call as well that in UAE, women cannot be the guardian until unless it is approved by the court of the kids. So they cannot open their account with banks, and also we have pioneered that, and we have with Sharia approval and with the approval of Central Bank and HESCA, we've been able to create an account in which we call Hiba account. Like in a simple way, basically women can now open accounts for their kids separately, and they can save it for their kids directly for them under this arrangement, which is Hiba, which is the gift scheme. We call it grantors. They are granting the kids of the grantees, and from there they can, the money can be repatriated back into the female account or mother's account, and they can open it for their kids. It can go both ways. This is a very fine innovation which we have done, and I'm very proud to say that we were the pioneers of that in this country, and some large banks are now copying our product, and they're doing that, and I'm very happy that this opportunity should be available. There is no restriction on that in Islam, and our Sharia scholars we have one of the most reputed board in the country. They have approved it, and the courts in UAE have approved it, and the regulator has approved it. So this is a very well structured. You can use that and start saving for the kids. So we're trying to make it easy for the women to save with us.
Actually, it's very important for females to participate in household growth, because a you said यार आपकी वीडियोस मेरी वाइफ कहती हैं कि आपने देखना just because आपने इसका बोल दिया कि आप गाड़ी ऑपरेट नहीं करना। तो अब ये प्रॉब्लम होती है अगर अब मैं अपनी वाइफ को जानता हूँ, मेरी वाइफ if I say कि यार गाड़ी पुरानी हो गई है, it's very old, we might change, मुझे मना करती है। So it comes from the women of the house, so that makes a huge difference। अगर वो responsibly नहीं part play करेंगे अपना, it would be a problem for the whole household। एक again it's trial of bicycle। तो मैं just
A big round of applause to our panelists, please. We would now like to proceed to the Q&A session first. No one's off the hook yet. Do we have any questions in the audiences? Can I get the mic to the gentleman there?
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, मेरा नाम सदाकत है और मैं सीनियर शरिया कंसल्टेंट हूँ इस्लामिक बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंस का। और जब ये नेशनल बोर्ड स्टार्ट हो रहा था तो मैं शरिया कमेटी का मेंबर भी था। मुझे तो उसकी जो बुनियादें हैं उसको रखते हुए मैं उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट कर चुका हूँ, कुछ अर्से ऑडिट भी किया है आपका। मेरा अभी आपसे क्वेश्चन है और सजेशन भी है कि जो आप अभी सब चीज़ें बता रहे हैं कि प्रोडक्ट हमारी सेविंग लेने के लिए और फिर शरिया कंप्लायंट रिटर्न्स भी आप लोग दे रहे हैं, तो आप थोड़ा सा ये एक्सप्लेन करें कि जो नेशनल बॉन्ड्स है कौन सी शरिया कंप्लायंट इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा है, जो हमारे सारे इन्वेस्टमेंट शरिया कंप्लायंट एक्टिविटीज़ में इन्वेस्ट हो रहे हैं। तो साथ ही साथ अगर बता सकते हैं कि किस किस सेक्टर में वो इन्वेस्टमेंट शरिया कंप्लायंट है। और दूसरा एक जो कन्फ्यूजन लोगों को होता है जनरल पब्लिक में कि ये प्राइस बॉन्ड और प्राइस मनी ये शरिया कंप्लायंट है कि नहीं, ये डाउटफुल है आम जनरल कॉमन पीपल में। अब आप 1 मिलियन जो प्राइस बांट रहे हैं कैश क्वार्टरली या हर 4 महीने में एक दफ़ा देते हैं और जो भी प्राइस, तो ये 1-1 मिलियन दरम इसकी शरिया लॉजिक क्या है कि ये हलाल है इस तरह देना कैश बांटना। तो ये थोड़ा सा कन्फ्यूजन लोगों का क्लियर हो जाएगा अगर आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं।
जी मैं बिल्कुल कोशिश करता हूँ, बिकॉज मैं पिछले कितने साल मेरे यहाँ ज़्यादा हो गया, मुझे बड़ा अजीब सा लग रहा है, लग रहा है बूढ़ा हो गया। 15-20 सालों से मैं इस्लामिक बैंक्स में प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में रिटेल बैंकिंग ऐड करता रहा हूँ और ये सारा काफ़ी अर्से से मैं कर रहा हूँ। एंड मैंने कन्वेंशनल बैंकिंग सिर्फ शरिया कंप्लायंट सोल्यूशन, जब मैंने पहली दफ़ा इसके बारे में मौलाना तकी उस्मानी के साथ एक कोर्स अटेंड किया, उसके बाद मैंने सोचा कि आई नीड टू मूव इनटू दिस साइड ऑफ बैंकिंग। So thank you very much. I'm a middle school who wants to stay and let me try to answer that as best as I can. First of all, let me answer the second question first, which is 1 million dirham or whatever prices we give. Actually, we do a mudaraba contract with our customers. मुदारबा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में ये होता है कि हमारे पास जो पैसे हमारे पास पूल में आते हैं, वी इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, उससे जो प्रॉफिट आता है एज पर द मुदारबा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वी कीप 80% ऑफ द प्रॉफिट एंड वी गिव 20% टू द कस्टमर। दिस इज द बेसिक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अंडर व्हिच वी ऑपरेट। नाउ ऑल यू सी व्हेन वी गिव बिकॉज समटाइम्स दिस कम्स टू 1% बिकॉज ऑफ आवर प्रॉफिट हाउ मच वी हैव मेड, समटाइम्स 1.5% some years 50 basis points only। So जो हम बाकी पैसे देते हैं कस्टमर्स को, वो हम अपनी तरफ से इस्तेमाल करते हैं from that 80% pool पर profit we are taking। Now all the prizes which we give are all from that, it is not from the pool otherwise that we take from money and so hence this is our share which we give back because it's a cost to us। So that's how we give it back to investment, that's how it is Sharia compliant। Secondly, investment side में आपको ज़रा थोड़ा explain करूँ, we are not in race with any other bank, company, fund, any fund management company here that we will give you more return back for your savings or your investment. What we are trying to ensure is that your saving is safe with us, but in doing much better than the banks. So on average, this year, we will be giving back almost 4.5% return back to our customers. This is the profit which we will give back. Now, where these are invested, to ensure that we give this, we give almost 50-60% of our investments into fixed income instruments, which are placed with the banks. For example, Sharia compliant banks in Saudi, they are giving better returns. In Qatar, in UAE, then we have into fixed income instruments like Sukuks and bonds, which are long-term maturity, we place in them. 20%, almost 20, from 15 to 25%, depending on the opportunities and how we invest into real estate. This is income generating and development purposes, we do that. And then the remaining, which is 10-15%, we use in equities, we use in private placements, in private credit, and this is all 100% Sharia compliant and vetted. Otherwise, we are not allowed to. We have so many checks, so many audits, and obviously the whole company is built on those Sharia compliant solutions. So we say we are open for audit. Actually, we do all the audits which are there. Actually, we are two audited because we used to have Shanghai audit, ESMA audit, Federal Audit Authority, Dubai Financial Authority audit, Sharia compliance audit, our internal audit, KPMGs, and all. So we do a lot of audits on that because I think it's very, very important. It's a fiduciary responsibility. It's people's money directly with us, and we are investing it into that. And you know, any amount of audit is not enough. So we are very, very clear, very, very open, and we want to ensure people that this is how your funds are placed. And obviously, we publish that as well on a yearly basis. On our website, if you go, you can see that in what sectors we have invested the fund, and it is updated every year.
Any other questions? उर्दू में एक सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, उर्दू में लेकिन डेफिनेट ट्विटर एंड नेशनल पॉइंट्स के स्टाफ.
My name is Muhammad Kareem, and sorry.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I have a question for Wali. You mentioned that you have been investing with national bonds, and you have been investing. I'm sure you have been investing with other investors as well, or the advisors. So what are the three major attributes you want to see in any investment advisor? Obviously, a lot of people, they want to invest, and not everybody understands the financial language. So what are the three attributes you want to see in any financial advisor? And I have a very short question for Ms. Asma as well. Like you mentioned, like on some of the websites and even national bonds, they have a lot of options on their websites. But for that person who does not understand and who does not have the proper education, so do you think that it will be easier for that person to make those investment decisions? Thank you.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you want me to tell a few things that an investment product should have. So basically, you should understand that investment. First of all, this is very important. You should not invest in a product which is however good, but if you do not understand, you don't know when to enter, when to exit, and these kind of things, and your personal goals should be clear as well. So for national bond, let's say it's very secure, very safe. This is something a layman can understand as well. That your principal is protected. If I'm saying it correctly, so your principal is correct. Is protected, and I've seen national bonds building as well. I've seen residential building because I do some real estate deals as well. Some people tell me that this is gold building owned by national bonds. So I know that they are having some backing at the background. So it is important to have, and then not only that, you need to understand what the investment is. You need to start as well. So there is a famous saying. I tell this to many people as well. Start now, optimize later. So if you just cannot understand something, if it's safe, people are saying it is safe. People will not never say about this for crypto, let's say, but people will say this about national bond product that it is safe. So if you do not understand, you should start with something which is safe and then optimize later. Maybe you can diversify portfolio later on. So this is from us.
I will just add to it. So, as far as the website itself is concerned, it's very simple, and it is digestible by any person to whosoever field he or she belongs to. The first point is you can start with minimum of this much investment, and then you can proceed. And then there are certain conditions also, broad conditions which are listed, and there is a contact number also mentioned there. I personally have been dealing with the relationship manager, and I never came across about it with your relatives, if you're back in your home with your friends, by the word of mouth, the understanding will increase. So yeah, that's my point.
And just to add on to that, Asma's opinions over here, there as a user. And imagine this is obviously great to hear. But we also have the team from National Bonds here with us. We'll be around after the event. So any questions pertaining to the website, any specific products, any questions that you might have down to the nitty-gritties, कुछ specific सवालात हैं, जो भी आपके सवालात हैं, या आपको किसी का contact number चाहिए, साथ में भी here as well. The Fariha and the entire National Bonds team is here, and their entire sales team is also here. With answers from the team themselves. So कितने ahead of the horses now. This is a golden opportunity, and we have requested for the team to be here as well. And they're all here while you're having your great dinner. You can also interact and ask questions. Any other questions? We pass the mic to the gentleman here. After this, we will take one more question and then move on to the quiz.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum. Sakir Sahab, the question I have for you is, what is the impact of changing interest rates on your product returns?
Sorry, changing interest rates.
The change of interest rate, UE interest rate on your product.
Okay. So, there are two things to it. Normally, our two types of products we have. Basic, if you categorize it, it is two types. One we call saving bonds, and bonds do not consider it like a normal bond issued by the company. These is how they are named from the beginning. Saving bond and fixed term bonds. Saving bonds, which what happens is that you save with us for a full year, and at the end of the year we announce profit and we give it back to the customers. This would have an impact. It's not fluctuating as the rate goes up and down to that much, but obviously it will have some impact on your returns on that. But this gives you flexibility of taking your money out any day. Like for example, first 30 days as per Sharia restrictions, we cannot take the money out. After 30 days, you can take that money out anytime, and you have subscription to all the rewards program. So if you have, for example, 100,000 dirhams with us over a period of 1 year, your return will be around 3.5–4% kind of return. Now, the other product is term deposit. In term deposit, you keep your money and your fixed return comes back to you. So this is how these two structures are working. The return is, I just want to correct something. We have a Mudaraba structure. We cannot call it a capital guaranteed return. It is capital protected, we call it. But obviously, under Sharia restriction and all, nothing is guaranteed. But for the last 16, 17 years now, not a single return has been not what we anticipated. So obviously, we have been able to deal with that. Now, interest rate, once they are going down, this is the right time to subscribe to long-term products. For example, this Booster 12. This is a 3-year product with 4% return back to you. So this locks it. We have a Booster 22 which is coming out in the next week, which is 4.4% return to you for the next 5 years. So you can lock in your return back. So we see that there is an opportunity in that for people, and people are looking for something which they can sustain this low interest period in which we are getting into. So if you get into this booster products, that is very suitable for you to preserve your wealth and preserve your returns for the next 4 to 5 years. So this is how these are taken care of. Obviously, we are not totally away from that, but we have solutions to preserve your returns on your products.
Last question, if you have any.
Yes.
And you pass on the mic.
My question is to Mr. Sakir. What's the difference for a layman between an Islamic bank and you? If I deposit my funds in an Islamic bank, they're also giving me a yearly profit, and then I have to pay 2.5% zakat on this as well. So what's the difference between national bonds and an Islamic bank as a layman?
So you're not saying the typical question. Normally people say that, sorry, I thought that you were asking about the Islamic bank and non-Islamic bank. No, so that's not, because that's a very good story. We've been answering that. So compared to banks, how do you consider different between Islamic banks and national bonds?
National bonds compared to an Islamic bank.
Okay. This question we are asked almost on daily basis. Okay. So Secondly, like for example, I shouldn't name the bank. For example, I have my personal account where the salary goes and all. It's with a bank. If I am subscribed to the rewards program, my return there is less than 15 bips, 0.15%. But if I do not, and if I put it in term facility in Islamic bank there, my return is currently at this as we speak now is less than 3%, 2.97. Our minimum return, if you have this kind of arrangement with us, is north of 4%, and then you are also eligible to participate in the draws program, which is if you have a term facility with us, still you are you can rather subscribe to million every quarter and a car every month, and then if you couple that with regular saving plans, you know you have this, and then you start a regular saving plan, you will start getting multiply your chances into that. So this is where we have the edge over the banks. Plus, I am telling you today, this is the investment side of it. What we have been saying for the last 1 hour or so, that once you place money in national bond, the advantage you get is this is off your eyes. You don't see it. Like with a bank, you always have your debit card, you tap into that whenever you want. Here, it is off your grid, normal, routine. You don't see that. So once it is out of it, you feel that this is saved, it's on one side. So that's what I feel this. Otherwise, if a bank is giving you higher return than national bond, which is not the case, cannot be the case now, then obviously there is not much difference.
I know there are other questions, but our esteemed analysts are here. I would really encourage you to approach them and obviously the national bonds team over here and ask them other questions. Moving on to the fun part, the promise was that you will walk away with something. We have a small quiz for all the participants. Winners get to walk away with a little bit of token of appreciation from National Bonds to start their savings journey. Can I request for the quiz questions to be displayed on the screen? And the panelists cannot participate. Sorry about that. Okay, so the way it's going to be is I'll be asking the questions. People from the audience will raise their hand if they already are. So when was national bonds established in the UAE? Was it 2006, 2010, 2012? The one here is who rose their hand upwards while looking hands. I don't know if the choose is going to be a question for me.
2006.
Right. Yes. Got it. Yeah. Moving on to the next question. Which national bonds product is more suitable for those looking for additional income in the future over a period of time? Oh, this is so easy. Savings bonds, second salary, and second salary, and
That's too obvious. Second salary.
we really want everyone to walk away with it.
Second salary.
Alright, third one please. Through which of the below exchange houses in the UAE you can save with national bonds? Al Ansari, Lulu, Fardan, or all of the above?
Salary and Farhan.
No.
All of the above.
That is correct. And what is the minimum amount with which you can open a national bond savings account? Is it 100 dirhams, 1,000 dirhams, or 5,000?
Here.
I remember because I opened my account when National Bond started. So I
It's really great to hear that.
yeah, so it is 100 there. Because I started with 100.
Yes. How many million dirham price tax national bonds give here? 2, 4, or 8?
Four.
That is not correct.
The true answer is 8.
That is correct. In which regular savings plan can you save up to 500,000 dirhams over 5 years? Is it my plan? Is it the Global Savings Club? Or is it my building?
Global saving plan. Clubs.
That's correct. That gave you is winning a lot of prizes. Let's make sure you're winning. What is the most effective digital channel through which you can open a National Bonds account instantly? Which is really simple. Can you get this side?
This side.
It's like you didn't get a chance to answer it.
All of you have been listening really carefully, which is what I appreciate, but let's give these guys a chance to.
Website and mobile app.
Sorry, what's that again?
Website and mobile app.
Well, people move, you want to give away prizes really fast. Okay. Do we have any other questions for our audience? All right. In a year, how many iPhone 16 Pro, 16 Pro?
Here.
Do we give out to our
He specifically mentioned 16 crores.
Hello.
Yeah, this is, it will be the next iPhone 365. Right? And some giveaway very early session. What are the key features about National Bonds products and solutions? Is it Sharia compliant? Is it capital protected? Is it competitive? Anticipated? Or all of the above? Can you get female members of the audience to answer that?
All of the above.
It is all of the above. And I don't answer for that people. National Bonds Junior Millionaire was targeted for minors and is available for a maximum tenor of 5, 10, or 20. Even a guest would work at this time.
Years.
No.
It's 20 years?
Just
20 years.
It is 20 years. That is it for our quiz. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. You've been listening.
Before you close, can I just thank Parsi Association of Dubai. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving us this opportunity today. We are very, inshallah, hoping that we come back again and again, and we do more functions there. Honestly speaking, I've been in touch with Parsi Association of Dubai in many ways, but personally, I've never visited this place before. And we were just talking to our team that we can utilize the facilities here and do a lot of functions here, and we can collaborate more and more in the coming year, inshallah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you once again, Safia. Thank you so much, Wali. Thank you so much, Asma. Another round of applause for our panelists. They're here. The whole information team is here. Please go up to them and ask the questions. This is a great time. You will not get one-on-one interaction that easily because then you have to go to all that. Right. Thank you so much. Just a few closing remarks, and I know you're very tired of hearing my voice. We would like to first play a quick and a short video about Pakistan Association Dubai. And I'd like to give you a very quick overview as to what we're doing over here in the association, the wonderful work we're doing, and then we will proceed towards dinner. I'm not keeping you from dinner. You don't like me, that's fine, but this is the way it's gonna be. Thank you. Please watch the video.
A place built on the philosophy of giving and sharing. A place where Pakistanis come together. A place where extraordinary support is given to the community at large. The Pakistan Association Dubai is the world's largest community centre for overseas Pakistanis that have been serving the community since the early 1960s. Our flagship project, Pakistan Medical Centre, is the GCC's first not-for-profit healthcare facility by any expat community which provides free and subsidised medical services to the deserving members of the community. Since 2020, it has made a difference in the lives of 100,000 people across 90 nationalities. Volunteering, care and compassion are our core values, and we believe in leaving a legacy by training our younger generation. Our diverse facilities and social cultural activities bring people across different segments of the diaspora together, and we take immense pride in our welfare activities in Dubai and Pakistan. Together we rise, together we serve.
And I'm back. So, in the end, we would like to take a moment to honor the presence of Mr. Ali Zaid, the Trade and Investment Council at the Consulate General of Pakistan in Dubai. We truly appreciate your support and commitment to the community. I would like to now invite Mr. Ali Zaid Khan to come on stage and say a few words, and then also pass on a moment of our appreciation to the panelists. Please welcome Mr. Ali Zaid.
My name is Ali Zaid Khan. I'm Trade and Investment Consulate, presently posted in the Consulate General of Pakistan, Dubai. Today, on behalf of the Ambassador of Pakistan to the UAE, His Excellency Professor Niaz Shamsi, I'm representing. And it's a great honor to be part of this very august audience. And when I was looking at the slides and having a discussion, my analysis as a common customer, when you look at invest wisely, that of course leads to prosperity. And once you get prosperous, naturally the more Pakistanis are becoming prosperous in the UAE, the more perception actually you are going to improve. So you are making a contribution to your personal growth and at the same time your national growth. We have more than 1.9 million Pakistanis who are here in the UAE as expatriates. And they have come all the way from Pakistan to improve their lives, to find more opportunities, to explore new avenues for themselves, for the future generations. So once you make individual investments wisely, sagaciously, I would say that you are of course going to guarantee your prosperity. And sir, when I was looking at the characteristic or attributes of your different products that you are offering in national bonds, I really appreciate it. And what is the time frame? How much time it is going to give? And of course, rightly, many of the panel people who are actually discussing the same element, that we normally park our investments in real estate. We send back remittances to Pakistan to either invest in the real estate, what I think is not actually efficiency-driven investment. So I would urge on all of you to avail this opportunity and secure your future, secure the future of your generation, secure the future and improve the quality of life by investing into such products which are really good. I'll not take much of your time because everyone is looking at the dinner side. So thank you very much. And once again, if you need any help, if you need any assistance as a friend, as a trade counselor, you can come to my office consulate, and we can sit together and we can solve any issues. Thank you very much.
I would also like to request Mr. Saki Mahmood to join Mr. Ali Zaid in handing over the shields of acknowledgements and National Bonds voucher to our distinguished guests. Firstly, I would like to invite Ms. Asma Jan to receive her award. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Next, I would like to call Mr. Wali Khan on stage to receive his award. Thank you. Next, I would like to call Mr. Fahad Ali on stage to receive the award for moderating today's event. Please give a huge round of applause. Lastly, I would like to ask Mr. Sakib Mahmood to also present the shield to Mr. Ali Zaid for gracing us with his presence. Please give a round of applause. Thank you everyone for joining us today. The floor is now open and dinner has been served. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.